Okay, this is Mario once again with MIA Microflight, and I've been trying to print on this machine with a little more consistency. I've been having a little bit of an issue here with this extruder. This is a direct drive extruder. I just fed some filament right through the center here, so it's not the extruder. It's not the extruder itself. This is but the feeder. They call these the extruders. I call these feeders, and the extruder is the hot end here. So the hot end is working just fine. It's it was just feeding this material right through it, and I can get filament out the output. So I'm going to take that out. So that's working just fine, the hot end, but the extruder, I cannot get this. I cannot get the filament, right through that. So I think there's something not right in this feeder here. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm trying to find out what's going on, and I know it's going to be a little bit hard to film this. So I'm taking this apart. So I'm removing these screws from the back of this unit here. I want to see what's going on with those gears. The only way to fix things, to resolve issues, is to basically, sometimes undo these parts, and the only way to learn is to uninstall and reinstall, disassemble, reassemble. So we'll find out what's going on here, but this is my first experience with a direct drive extruder. So I want to see what's going on here. I want to see how this how this is set up. I have an idea how direct drive extruders work. I mean, it's just simply feeding the material. Basically, it's just bringing the feeder right on top of the hot end. That's all it is. And this could very well be sitting on, somewhere else, but they mounted this right on top of the hot end. Nothing. I don't think it's anything special. So let's see what's going on here. Can I disassemble this with one hand? Yeah, I better lower the heat for the table here. It's a little too hot, so I'm going to all right, we'll keep it at 30 degrees. So it was at 60 before. So let's see what's going on here. How can I unassemble this? I pulled all the 3 screws, so let me put my phone on hold for now until I manipulate this, see if I can open this. There we go, here we go. Okay, so here's the feeder mechanism, and it looks like there's some residue of filament there, so it's probably grinding the material, and that's where it comes in, right there. That's where it's stuck. There's that filament right there. So I'm going to put the foam down again and see if I can stick a maybe if I stick a wire through there, I can push that filament that's stuck there. So let me do that while the foam is let's see, I wish I had a tripod. Let's see if maybe this might fit in there. It looks like it's a little too thick. Let's try this thinner one here. It's going to be tricky working with one hand. No, that's got to be released. That's got to be released from this spring right here. So I'm going to undo the spring. See if I can release that pressure there. All right. So I'm just going to release this, remove this, and start from scratch here. I need to know how this is set up and assemble so that in the future, if I have any issues, I already know how to do that from memory by doing it. There we go. Okay, so I just pulled this whole thing out, and that filament is definitely stuck right there. And I should be able to just push that out of the way here. Let's see, let me take a piece of filament here. I'm going to cut a little piece, and I'm going to shove that little filament there, because that's what's supposed to happen here. You're supposed to feed the filament through there. And that should come out of the other end here, but it's stuck. Wow. Wow, it's stuck in there. Yep, there's a little piece there. Let's try this thinner end. See if I can grab it with these cutters. I should be using tweezers here to do this, but let's see if I can pull it out with this. Okay, I was able to shove that back in there. So let's see if it falls out at the other end. Nope. I guess I could further take this apart by removing this connector here. This is the filament sensor. Let's remove this filament sensor here. Alrighty. So I think that's the right size. Maybe smaller. Nope. I need a smaller one. Oh boy. Alright. Time to go get the okay. Remove this filament sensor. Filament out sensor. And there's that little piece that was stuck there. It wasn't letting the filament go through when it was grinding. There's a little piece right there. Alrighty. Okay, so I am going to put this back the way it was and see if I can feed the filament. Okay, so next time I don't need to take this whole thing apart. I'll just remove the filament out sensor, and I think I can see it from there. We can see the filament. If it's stuck, then I should be able to just stick a toothpick or just grab it with the tweezers and pull out that piece that was stuck there. Alright, I'm going to pause the video and I'll come back once I get this assembled back again. Okay, so I put this back together, the feeder mechanism. That's back in place, and that should clear that. This needs to be very, very straight in order for that to feed into that very high tolerance pass through hole that's inside this mechanism here, because it's very, very tight tolerance, and it's kind of wedged there, and so that's got to be precise and nice and straight, otherwise it'll probably get jammed. So that's probably what I think happened. You know, I wasn't aware of that until opening this unit. Now I know, so I should be able to feed this with a this should go in with a with the bevel edge. I'm going to try to make this a little pointier so that it goes in a lot easier, and so it doesn't get stuck in there, and that should work. So this is back. I also noticed that this part right here has provisions for these two tie wraps. It's got these slots on the side, so I take that's for that. I didn't even look at the instructions. I should look at the instructions or the manual. Everything's back in order here. I'm missing one little screw here that goes on this plate. I believe that goes right there. Already, and yeah. Okay, so I'm using my own little hex keys that I made with these are from Anycubic i3 Mega. I decided to cut those and insert them inside these 3D printed handles. Just makes installation of parts like this a lot easier, because this now acts as a screwdriver, and so I don't have to deal with those angle hex keys, which are a pain in the butt to use. It's a lot easier. In fact, I should just put this on my miniature screwdriver just to automate it and make it a lot faster and a lot easier too. Okay, so this is ready to run, and I'm going to run another part. Unfortunately, I ended up putting this this scratch here on this table here, which is I mean, I don't know what happened. I mean, I had it set correctly. The distances, I went and auto leveled this, and I had the paper underneath a little bit kind of loose, and then when it went to print the part, it kind of came down a little further than after the leveling. So I don't know if that's an issue with the firmware or that's not calibrating that properly. So it came back and did this. I know better, you know, to be very careful, so not to ruin the surfaces or these tables. And so I was, even as careful as I was, this did its routine and then came down a little bit further down. So I don't know if it, like I said, if it's an issue with the firmware. I have noticed that when you level this machine, when you go through the auto level sequence and you hit, well, I'm going to do it right now. So we have a video on this. So I'm going to go home and I'm going to go home and I'm going to go home here. So boom. And that should do its thing. I've already calibrated this machine several times mechanically, so that the bed is as level as possible. Not only with this plate right here, and I use this as my gauge here. So I put that little block there. I do the same thing. I did the same thing with the Bluer Plus, and I do the same thing with my Anycubics. I have a spacer here that I use where I level this with these supports, and then I manually adjust the level of the machine. So that should be fine right there. So if we insert a piece of paper there, actually I'm going twice as thick as this piece of paper here, just to give me a little more height there, so it doesn't stretch the table. So that's fine right there. So it's a little bit snug. So if we go to 0.1, this machine should go to 0.1. Okay, so now I don't know why it went to 0.2. So it does that funky thing sometimes. It doesn't go where it should be going. I don't know if the screen is too sensitive. So I'm going to go to 0.3 right now. Well, let's see where this is at. This should be fine because I already went through this. That's fine. Okay, so let's go to 0.3, which is back there. And it doesn't do that. It goes 0.3 and then 0.4. Something that I need to get an answer, from Two Trees. So it went back home. Something in the firmware is not calibrated properly, and that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to level again. Go to 0.1. Oh, okay, that's going to the center, and then it goes to 0.1. Center then goes to 0.1. It should stay at the center, so one is able to set this properly. So I'm going to go again. So the next point is 2, I guess. Okay, this time it remained. Okay, now go to 0.3, and I'm just barely touching this. 0.3, that time it stayed. It's 0.3. So I'm assuming this, but this is also a little bit strange because that highlighted section is pointed to the fourth quadrant on the what would be the upper right hand corner, right? So shouldn't that be on the upper left? Oh, upper left hand corner is where it's at right now, but shouldn't that be on the upper right hand corner? Because as the machine is oriented, that would be the upper right hand corner. So that's fine. And then we're going to go to 0.4. That should go to that point there where it is. Okay, and then when I do it again, that should go to the center. Unless this is on a there it goes. It's very sensitive. So okay, so I'm just going to go home because I've already calibrated, and I trust that my leveling with my paper here as my gauge is fine. So now I'm going to go back, and another thing I noticed is this machine is not my Anycubics, and I believe also the Bluer Plus. It takes the information from the file and does not start the machine until the machine is to the temperature that the file is set. So if the sliced file says that the bed needs to be at 60 and the nozzle needs to be at 210, it waits until the machine comes up to those levels and then starts printing. This machine does not do that. I need to preheat it unless there's something wrong with the firmware. Once again, I need to go through this sequence here, preheat it first, wait for that to come to speed or to come to up to temperature. So preheat. Right now it's extrusion, so I'm going to raise that to 210 because that's what I've been printing at with this particular filament. And then I'm going to change this to bed, hot bed, to 60. Okay, so I have to wait for that to come to speed or to temperature, come up to temperature 63, 66, that's going up, 30, that's going up. So I'm going to wait, and then we'll let that settle. In the meantime, I'm going to try to cut this filament here in a sharp end and shove it in there. So pause the video. Okay, I just loaded the filament and we'll do it one more time here. And it's going through. Okay, so let's go back and go ahead and grab that file that I've been trying to print. Let's grab this file here. Confirm. It's doing those funky lines there. I don't know why those lines are coming up here, those green lines right behind there. So now it's going through the sequence. And nope, it's just printing at that height. Okay, so let me stop this print. Confirm. Okay, confirmed. Now let me go back and do a home all here. Okay. Okay, that gap, the reason I believe it was printing at that height is because I manually adjusted that before I started the print. Okay, so now it should be fine. So let's go back and go through the preheat again and go back and set again those settings. This is I would imagine that this would be able to take just direct from the slicer, you know, those settings, and wait for the machine to heat those to hit those target values. So something to ask to Trees and see what's going on here. I may need to do a firmware upgrade on this machine. I don't know if this display is also different than the Blueware Plus, which is a little more colorful display. Also, the screen is a little bit smaller on this one. I do like the simplicity, but maybe I need a firmware upgrade on this machine. But we'll see what happens here. So I'm just going to let it come to speed to 14. I should be able to, at this point, go back and grab the file. See those lines there, those green lines right there? That's also something that's throwing me off here. I don't know why it's printing those images in the back. So I'm going to go print and grab that file that I was trying to print again, which is this file right there. Confirm. And the machine should start. Okay, first of all, I don't see any filament coming out. Nope. So I don't know if this is retracting before it's there. It is. It's not purging the filament before it starts to print. Okay, so there it is. I may need to adjust the table just a little bit because it's okay. Let's see at what height does it look like it's printing there. No. It's watching it. Okay, it's a bad print. Oh boy. Yeah, it's not like my other machine, the Bluer Plus. That machine is almost foolproof. This is having issues here. Printing. Okay. Let me stop this again. Confirm. Go home. Go home all. Okay, let's pull it. Let's see if we can get that rid of that piece of plastic, that little booger that's there. Okay, let's try it again. I have to go through the sequence again of heating up the printer again. See, it drops down. So now I got to go preheat. Yeah, something's not right here. I don't think it should work this way. You shouldn't have to preheat the machine. Those readings, those values should come direct from the file. So if I hit file print, it'll start printing at that, and it won't extrude because it's at that temperature. So I have to raise these temperature settings back again to 210. Table back to 60. Say OK. I should be able to start printing right now. So I'm going to go and print, grab that file again, grab this file, confirm, and this should start printing with no issues. So I've already leveled the table, already set the filament correctly there. I should start spewing filament. I'm trying to grab that little booger there. Yeah. There we go. Okay, it looks like it's. Let me lower my table, just kind of by feel. This should not be like that. Okay, that rubber boot is a little bit. That's in the way here. Come on, baby. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. It's not doing anything. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop this again. I'm going to drop the table and see if I can make an adjustment to that boot that seems to have dropped. So I'm going to go move in the Z-axis. This plus should raise the table actually, but it's inverted. And this actually should be lowering the table, but it's not. I have to press this one to lower the table. Alright, let's see if we can make an adjustment to this boot here, because this boot is a little bit low for some reason. It's oh man. Where's the nozzle? Oh, boy. Boy, is this boot. What happened here with this boot here? What is this boot? Let's see. There's the boot. hot. Let's see if I can shove it back up there. All right, we'll leave it like that. Again, let's do it again. See, this is what I mean. Why this line, why that nozzle came down. I don't think this is calibrating properly. And I don't think I'm doing anything wrong here. I mean, I know enough about these machines not to make silly moves here. So let's go back, let's go home here. I should go home when I press this home here, because I believe that's what that's there, okay? And it's raising, it's going up. Okay. Okay, so that's clearing. So let's run the file again. Back. I have to heat this again. Go to my heating. Set this to 60. Nozzle temperature to 210. Wait for that to calibrate and run the file again. And this is the part that I'm trying to print here. It's a little toy go-kart for those little wooden train sets that I designed for my grandkids to play with. But this first print, it stopped halfway. I don't know, for some reason. I don't have this issue on my other machines, where I have been printing these little toys here. As you can see, that's the same geometry that I printed on the Bluer Plus. That the base and the gray part, which is the base, and then the body, which is the one in orange. The little figures are bought. You know, they're part of those train sets, but the car is mine. This is my design there, along with these other ones here. So I've been just trying to test this machine, you know, with these little parts, just simple parts, but I'm having a hard time getting it to print consistently or right. I did print this sample here, this little ghost creature here, Casper the Friendly Ghost, and it printed okay, but I don't know why it's not printing my files.